It is 4:30 a.m. on this Monday morning, and developing right now in Action News, authorities in Texas are dealing with the fallout from that state's worst mass shooting. A gunman walked into a church and started firing.
26 people were killed and 20 more were wounded when an Air Force vet walked into the church with an assault rifle. The shooter began unloading bullets in the middle of Sunday service. The gunman was ultimately found dead as well in another location. Now, this was the emotional scene last night as people gathered for a candlelight vigil in the small Texas community near San Antonio. Once again, people are asking what set off the killer's rampage. Let's go now to Danya Bacchus with ABC News there at the scene of the crime.
This morning, authorities have not released a motive for the shooting, but we do know the suspected gunman received a bad conduct discharge from the military and legally was not supposed to have a firearm. A small Texas town now mourning 26 of their neighbors gunned down yesterday in the deadliest church shooting in modern U.S. history. It began shortly after 11:20 Sunday morning. A gunman walked into the First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs, Texas, and opened fire on the congregation.
We have 6 ambulances en route.
The tragedy prompting a massive response from first responders as well as residents of this small town.
The second we knew what was going on, we just ran over there to help.
Officials say the suspected gunman, Devin Kelly, walked into the church with an AR-15 style weapon and started shooting. Kelly was in the Air Force but was convicted in 2012 of child abuse. He served 1 year before being released in 2013. His bad conduct discharge and conviction should have prevented him from passing the background check required to purchase the gun. The youngest victim, just 5 years old. The oldest, 72. Among the dead, the pastor's 14-year-old daughter, Annabelle Renee Pomeroy. Her parents out of town at the time of the shooting. Local resident Johnny Lagendorf said Kelly exchanged gunfire with another man as he exited the church.
The gentleman with the rifle came to my truck as the shooter took off, and he briefed me quickly on what had just happened and said that we had to get him, and so that's what I did.
Both men chased the suspect as he left the scene. A short time later, Kelly crashed his car and was found dead from a gunshot wound.
At this time, we don't know if it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound or if he was shot by our local resident.
Texas Rangers secured the scene, and both the FBI and ATF have stepped in to assist local authorities with the investigation. President Trump said mental health, not guns, is to blame for the shooting massacre, calling Devin Kelly a very deranged individual. Danya Bacchus, ABC News, Sutherland Springs, Texas. Back to you.